All right, so here's the test review. Some people are going to be listening to this as they're having to work on their test because they're taking it a little bit early. So if I sound a little weird, it's because I just feel awkward. But anyways, any of you hear them asking questions, well, you just know it's those young ladies that are just sitting there taking their test. Okay, so let's see here. And this might take a little bit longer, but just keep in mind this is going over everything, so you can pause, fast forward, rewind, whatever you need to do to go through this. So the first section, which is questions 1 through 4, looks at student activity sheet 8, and it's just basically trying to set up a piecewise function that shows how you would look at this relationship. Keep in mind, this is straightforward. These are the levels. This will become like the functions themselves, and this right here, the number of shirts, can help you do your restrictions. So when you look at number 1, what you want to do here is say that for this, the piecewise function as f of x equals, and then you got your levels. Your levels here were 1250, 1175, 11, 975, 825, and 675. Okay, and then you want your restrictions. Here we'll just put x so for the shirts, we're saying from 0 to 8. Then it says 8 to 15. And then 15 to 24. So this is based on the levels. You can look at the sheet that you've got and base off that. 25 to 34. So I'm just copying these numbers down. 35 to 44. And then you get to 45 and it says and more. So you really don't need that right-hand section. You just need this. And then if you want to, you can put the equals to signs that you need to. Technically, because of the way this one's set up, all these would be equal to like that. But that's just, I'm not going to be too picky about the lines underneath the inequalities. So that would be the piecewise function, and then you should have that right there. So the next question would be number 2, which would be what would the graph of the function look like. So I'm going to have to erase all this, so you might want to pause it and make sure you have that. All right, so again, so make sure if you want to get this down, you need to pause it. Otherwise, it's going away. Oh, I'll do this the quick way. There we go. All right, so number 2, ask what would the graph of the function look like. Just keep it simple. Let's say here 12 and a half, 11.75, 11, 975, 825, 675. Okay, so from 0 to 8, 8 to 15, 15 to 24, 24 or 25 to 34, 34 to 44, and then 45 on. Approximately like that. Okay, so you get the idea. I'm looking just for rough sketches, so I'm not going to look for anything special or say really descriptive. But again, since I already have this kind of preset up, if you want to make sure you have this down in your review, you might want to pause it because otherwise it's about to be erased. 3, 2, 1, gone. All right, so now look at number 3, and then we should be able to do number 4. If you order 23 shirts, you should be able to look at the level and say, okay, 23 is between 15 and 24, so that means they cost $11 per shirt. And then you could easily find the total based on the question, which says $11 times the 23 shirts plus a $25 setup fee, and you get $278. Very simple setup. Number 4 says what happens when you order 25 shirts. You move up to the next level. So now you're paying $9.75 per shirt. And if you said that the total then is equal to $9.75 times 25 plus another 25, you get $268.75. So you actually save money by buying 2 extra shirts because then you move down to a lower price point. But that's just something I wanted you all to see. You should be able to easily identify what levels you're at and then kind of find extra totals. All right, so even though there's a shadow here, you should be able to see this. Now, I did make the scale a lot better, or the grid a lot better on the real test. So just kind of go with it. You'll be able to easily count that on the test, the grids for the X's are going by tens. So going this way, they're going by tens. The lines going this way are going by ones. Now in this case, this one actually came out a little bit weirder, so I'll give you the points here. You've got 0, 0, 30, 4, 45, 8, 60, 4, and then over here in the dark, 90, 0. Don't know why, just this way is shaded. I had to take a picture. So there we go. All right. So to get the slope, if I say here's segment A, B, C, and D, I can think, look, I go from 0 to 4, 0 to 4, it goes up 4. So the slope for segment A is 4 up, but over 30, because I went from 0 to 30, so 4 over 30, which is 2/15. Okay, so that's the first slope. To segment B, I go here, I'm going up 8, I'm going from 8 to 4, so that's up 4, but I'm going from 30 to 45, and that means over 15, because I went 30 to 45 is 15 spaces over. 4/15, that's your segment B slope. So here's A, here's B, C. Now I'm going down. So that's a negative. I'm going from 8 down to 4, so that's -4. But to go from 45 to 60, I'm still going over +15. And then for D, I'm going down 4 again, -4, but going over 30, which simplifies to -2 over 15. Yes, it's a little bit jumbled, but there you go. Okay, so now we have those, and then we would have to figure out the equations of the line. All right, so we're going to do this here, segment A first. And if you're wondering who you might be hearing in the background, that would be Jose and Samantha just doing their usual arguing. But anyways, so we've got this slope. The other ones that want to be on YouTube, I mean, that's fine with me. 2 over 15. And you can use either endpoint of segment A. I'm just going to use 0, 0 because that's easier. Oh my gosh, that's a horrible comma. Let's try that again. All right, so if I use this idea of y equals mx plus b, then I can say here 0 for the y is equal to 2 over 15 times 0 plus b. Well, that one solves out easy to say that's b is equal to 0. So the equation for this line is y equals 2 over 15x, and you can put that in there. Okay, segment B, might want to pause it because I'm about to say erase some stuff. So here we go, erasing. Okay, segment B, I'm saying the slope is 4 over 15, and I'm going to use the point 30, 4, so that endpoint. 4 is equal to 4 over 15 times 30 plus b, so I'm putting numbers in here, here, and here. And then when I multiply, I get 4 is equal to 8 plus b minus 8. B is equal to -4. So that means my equation is y is equal to 4 over 15x minus 4. Okay, again, pause because I'm about to erase. I hope I'm on C because I'm getting a little confused with being asked some questions here too, but that's okay. -4 over 15, 45, 8, So again, I'm saying here 8 is equal to negative 4 over 15, 45 plus b. You multiply, you get negative 12 plus b equals 8. Add 12, and I don't know why I'm actually writing that because I shouldn't need to. So add the 12, and you get b is equal to 20. So my equation is equal to y is equal to negative 4 over 15 x plus 20. Pause. About to erase again. Okay, so segment D, I've got negative 2 over 15, and I've got 60 comma 4. So I'm saying 4 is equal to negative 2 over 15 times 60 plus b. Multiply, you get negative 4. Oh, wait a sec. Try that again. Negative 8 plus b is equal to 4. Then add 8, because the opposite of a minus is an add. So that gives me b is equal to 12. So my equation is y is equal to negative 2. Uh-oh. Cancel. What was that? Negative 2 over 15x plus 12. Okay, so there you have your 4 slopes. Now you should have your 4 equations. The domains are easy. For the domain, I'm basically just putting here x, 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 x. Again, I'm not going to be picky about the equality symbols. I mean, it should be like this, but it goes from 0 to 30, 30 to 45, so I'm following the x values, 45 to 60, and 60 to 90. Now the range is where you have to be careful, because the range, why, not why do I ask why, but the letter Y. We go from 0 to 4, 4 to 8, but then we're going back down, back from 8 back down to 4, but always make sure the smaller numbers on the left, largest numbers on the right, and there's your range, and you're pretty much done. Dun, 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 dun. I don't think that one's even done, but that'll be fine. All right. So then question number 6 should be easy. You should be able to easily find where you're at 15 minutes. Say answer is C. Number 7, we're talking about what's the slope represent. It represents the change in the miles over the change in the minutes, which is speed. Very simple. Okay, the piecewise function. The piecewise function for number 8, we want to use the equations and the domain to help come up with a piecewise function, which in this case is equal to 2 over 15x, 4 over 15x minus 4, negative 4 over 15x plus 20, negative 2 over 15x plus 12. And this is for the restrictions 0 to 30, 30 to 45, 45 to 60, and then 60 to 90. Oh no, I've got a class coming in. Okay, so I guess I will finish this up later. So keep that in mind. I do realize I'm going a little long, but guys, this is for the whole big review, and I'm trying to make sure I cover everything. So I'll cover the next part in a short second. You can pause or just keep watching. Okay, so number 9, I'm starting to look at what would be student activity sheet 10, and we're talking about for a particular anti-seizure medication, whatever, it has a certain thing. Number 9, when they want you to find the level off point, the level off point is equal to the dosage, how much you're taking per dose, divided by the flush rate, which in this case is 100 divided by 0.6, which is 166, we'll say 0.7, we'll round it off, okay, milligrams. Now, to get number 10, what I would do on the calculator is use a Listen Spreadsheets page. And like if you think of this in columns, column A, column B, in row 1, you're going to have a 1. And then here, whatever your dose is, in this case, 100. Then in row 2, I'm going to put equals A1 plus 1. And then once I press enter, I'll go back up to that cell and then press menu 3, 3, and then just drag it down for as far as you need to go. According to, say, some people that have already taken the test, you might need to go all the way down to 40 to get to the answer. And then for column B, it'll be equals to B1 plus, I'm sorry, not plus. I would keep wanting to put plus. Dang nab. All right, times however much you're keeping. Now, keep in mind, the keeping is, if I'm saying the flush rate, I need to figure out how much to keep. It would be 100 minus the flush rate, which in this case would be 40, so 0.4, plus the dosage, which in this case is 100. So keep in mind, this is dose. Press enter, and then you can again go back up to that cell and press menu 3, 3 to drag it to see how far you need to go to get to your level off point. Okay, and so you should be, say, fairly close depending on that one. So on this one, for most of us, the way we were able to get it, it was around day 11. That should look like an 11. Okay, y'all can hear the bell. I have to go off to help, say, some other little munchkins in a minute, but that's okay. I will finish this up for y'all. Number 12, minimum and maximum levels. Oh, hey, wait, never mind. Sorry, I forgot number 11. Oopsie. All right. So if you go back to your table, the minimum here, okay, the first number here should be the first numbers from your table. So in this case, 100, 140, 156, and then 162.4. Then your keep rate. In this case, 0.4, 0.4, 0.4, and 0.4. And then the exponents won't change. X minus 1, X minus 2, X minus 3, X minus 4, and the restrictions won't change. 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5. Okay, so that should be the same, should not be a problem. There you go. That's number 11. Again, keep in mind these numbers are the first 4 numbers from the table because they represent how much is in the bloodstream each day. And this is your keep rate, which we again got from saying 100 minus the flush rate. Okay, number 12, you're asked to find the minimum and the maximum. The minimum here is the level off point, which is 166.7 milligrams. And then the maximum is the level off plus a dose. So how much do you have to take each time? So the level off is 166, a dose is 100, so that means the maximum here is 266.7. Okay, so 13, you could do the same thing. 14, you could do the same thing. And 15, you could do the same thing. They follow, if you follow problems like, say, 9, 11, and 12. This is getting kind of long. We're almost at 20 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and stop there. That does pretty much go through everything. If you do have any questions, I'd make sure to ask before class, so get there early. Thank you very much, and hope this helps you.